Hi, Liz back with you. This recipe is a really basic bechamel sauce or white sauce, and it's something you should have in your repertoire because it's a very handy sauce to have with fish or over vegetables or over a lasagna, as I'm making today, lasagna. So we'll get to it. I'm going to put my scales on and measure my butter. I need 60 grams of butter, but I'm using margarine because I'm making this for one of my grandsons has celiac disease, so he's gluten-free and lactose-free.
It is 32 grams.
And I'll be using corn flour instead of normal flour.
It is 62 grams.
Let's take a little bit out.
It is 59 grams.
Don't you love it? Okay. I'm going to put that in the saucepan. So we need a medium-sized saucepan. Now,
It is 7 grams.
I'll turn you off.
Power off.
And now I'm just going to get ready a third of a cup of corn flour. And I'm going to use a wooden spoon. I'll put my butter on, margarine, and put it onto medium low, because we don't want a brown butter, we want a white butter, white sauce. So we just want to gently heat that through, and when it starts sizzling, we'll put in the corn flour and we'll cook that for 2 minutes. And we need to cook it for that long to cook the floury taste out. It is melting.
Liz stirs the butter and listens for the sizzle.
Okay, now I'll put my flour in. Give it a good stir. Stir it, stir it, stir it. It'll go a bit dry. Hey Siri, put timer on for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
I'm just going to turn it.
FaceTime. Double tap to open.
Right down low. Let's keep keep stirring it and stirring it. gets to 2 minutes, I've heated up 4 cups of almond milk in the microwave. You want to have your milk warm so it takes to the room quickly. And we put in about a cup of milk at a time and keep stirring, and you'll feel it thicken. And I'm going to use a whisk at some stage, which keeps the lumps out. Siri, stop. Oh, I knew that. Hey Siri, stop. Okay, I'll grab my milk from the microwave. Now I'm just going to put approximately a cup of milk in. Stir, stir, stir. I'm just going to take it off the heat a bit. It's thickening very fast. I'm going to put a bit more milk in. Stir, stir, stir. I'm stirring with a wooden spoon, but I'm going to go to my whisk in a minute. Whisks are great at keeping lumps out of sauces. Go into the whisk.
A warning for headphone users. The whisk noise can be quite loud due to a microphone issue. Liz will finish using the whisk at the 11:55 mark if you want to skip ahead.
And it's every time you feel it thickening up, you put more milk in. So I've bought gluten-free fresh lasagna sheets, and I've got lactose-free. That's thickening up. You can feel it, and it's bubbling like a lava pool. More milk. Lactose-free cheese. And this sauce is lactose-free. Stir it around backwards and forwards with your whisk. The handy tool, the whisk.
A close-up shot shows the sauce beginning to thicken as Liz continues whisking.
Why don't you get thick again? And put the rest of the milk in. And turn it up a bit higher. To a medium heat. And whisk and whisk and whisk. This makes a fair quantity of sauce too. And if you wanted to make a Mornay sauce, this is how you start. You start with a white sauce and you put in some grated cheese. once this thickens up to a hot consistency, you put in grated cheese and whisk and whisk and whisk. And also a teaspoon of Dijon mustard's nice, a nice zingy thing to do. Stop whisking for a sec, let it come to the boil. This will be a good amount for the lasagna. You can start feeling the resistance in the whisk. And you can hear it bubbling.
Liz reduces the heat on the stove as she continues to whisk the sauce.
So if you're not gluten-free or lactose-free, just use a plain flour, and you can use butter. There we go. I think that's perfect. And use full cream milk too. Okay. I'll come back to you when I'm about to assemble my lasagna. I'm back with you to assemble the lasagna. Now I've got my white sauce, and I'm going to put that on the bottom first. So I'm using a soup ladle to put this in and just smear a bit over the bottom. Next I go for my lasagna sheets and put them on the bottom of the sauce. Next I'm going to go another half scoop of white sauce. And I've got some lactose-free cheese. I'll sprinkle a little of that. And put it sort of evenly and into the corners. And next I've got the spaghetti sauce, which I made a few weeks ago, and I've had the leftovers in the freezer, and it's a fantastic sauce. I made it in a slow cooker, and it made so much. It had so much left over. It was great to put some containers in the fridge and the freezer. So I'll put that on the website. Into the corners, and then my lasagna sheets, and I'll put them the opposite way this time. I think these ones are better than the hard lasagna sheets. Take a lot longer to cook than these ones. So if you can get the fresh lasagna, fresh pasta sheets, I think you're better off. I got them in, putting more white sauce on. Smear it over. And cheese. Into the corners. sauce. And use all of the sauce up. Oops. I should be called a messy cook. This is going to be delicious. And more pasta sheets. And we're getting to the top of the dish. Chili. Oh, there's only one piece left. Oh, 2 pieces left. I'll put them across the top. Okay, next we do the rest of the white sauce. Get it in the corners because they're a bit curly, these. Okay. A little bit more cheese. And then more meat sauce. Then we're going to put some tin foil over the top and put it in the oven for approximately 15 minutes, I think. But you can always test it by opening the oven and putting a knife into the pasta. If it goes straight through, it's ready. Okay, it's nice and juicy, so it will soak into the pasta. And we just want to finish off with some cheese on the top so we can get some crunchy. I think that's it. We can have some crunch. Take the foil off at the end for 10 to 15 minutes. And it'll crisp up. I like a crunchy top on anything. A bit more. It's messy cooking when you've got a feel. Okay, I think that's good. Now I've got foil here and somewhere foil. There you are. And I'm just going to do that. And give it a spray. Olive oil spray. And place that over the Right, and the baking dish. And you really want to tug it in tight, squeeze it in tight so the steam doesn't get out of the dish. The steam is what's going to cook it. But tight, tight, tight around the edge. And I've got little handles, so tied up into that. And that's our gluten-free, lactose-free lasagna with bechamel sauce. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Have a go. See you next time.
Credits. Thanks to Gary, camera. Jamie, editing. My Talking Kitchen.